I know that my Redeemer lives. What comfort this sweet sentence gives. He lives who once was dead. He lives, my ever-living head.
For many of us here in Utah, a trip to the temple can be just a few minutes away. But in many parts of the world, a temple visit can be a very rare experience. In the October issue of the Ensign, President Thomas S. Monson shared the story of the Neild family from Rhodesia, now Zimbabwe, who had saved enough money in 1975 to come to the Salt Lake Temple to be sealed. President Monson said, "In a peaceful sealing room, I had the privilege to unite for eternity as well as for time, brother and sister Neild. The doors were then opened, and the beautiful daughters, each of them dressed in spotless white, entered the room. They embraced mother, then father. Tears were in their eyes, and gratitude was in their hearts. We were next to heaven. Well could each one say, now we are family for eternity." One of those daughters, Reeve Neild, joins us now to share her gratitude for the temple. Good morning, Reeve.
Good morning.
You were only 8 years old when you went into that sealing room. Can you share with us your most fond memory of that day?
You know, they had us in the nursery and we were all just dressed in white. They fed us peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. We had never had that coming from Africa before. But when the time came and we walked in there, the whole day was just filled with the Spirit. And I knew how far we had come and how hard that had been coming from a country like Rhodesia, which had sanctions against it, and it made it very difficult for any Rhodesian to enter into most any other country. And my dad and my mom, they just had the tremendous faith that if they put their faith to the test, that everything would work out. And when we actually entered into the United States, that was pretty phenomenal. My mom she raised her eyebrow and told us all to smile, and we smiled, as you know, mothers can get you to do. And the man asked my parents where they were going. And my dad said, "I'm taking my family to be sealed in the temple in Salt Lake City." And the man kind of hesitated a bit, and then he stamped those passports and he said, "You have a great time." And my dad at the time, you know, played rugby for Rhodesia, and he was a big man, but he just cried. My mom cried. And as children, we never fully appreciated or understood what it really meant. And as an adult today, I'm truly grateful for parents who have faith, and they knew the temple was the place to bring us children. And as we entered into the celestial room and President Monson was there to seal us, we had spoken with him on a visit in Zimbabwe or in Rhodesia a year previously, and he had shared with us that it would be great to have us at the temple. And I believe I had invited him or asked him if he would seal us. And at that moment, as we entered and as we were sealed for time and all eternity, he invited us to look into the mirrors and to see what that meant, and it's really lived with us ever since. And coming to the Salt Lake Temple always plays a really special part in my heart.
You are currently a golf coach on the Women's European Golf Tour, and you get to go all around the world and go to so many different temples. Is there one temple aside from the Salt Lake Temple that holds fond memories for you that you're able to go to?
You know, we get to go to all the temples wherever we play golf, and we celebrate when we get to hear we're going to Sweden or we're going to Madrid, but I have to say that each temple has its special part. And being in South Africa, that's where I received my endowments, and whenever I return to Africa, we always hope, whenever the announcements are made at conference where the next temples will be built, we cross all our fingers hoping for Zimbabwe one of these days.
One of these days. Well, Reeve Neild, thank you so much for sharing your story and gratitude for the temple, and it's an amazing story how you got here. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Today we're also thankful for our missionaries. As a mother of a missionary, I'm certainly grateful for their faithful service. If you'd like to share a picture of your missionary, send it to MormonTimes@ksl.com. We'll be right back.